everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah!
And welcome to our preview of Draft and Write Records.
Yeah!
Published by Inside Up Games.
Now, family, this is a prototype we played, so things will change, definitely. But like we say for all of our previews, definitely go check it out. Look and see what's going on, because don't take our word for it, so just check it out. Now, it's gonna be on Kickstarter on September 27th. Again, Kickstarter, September 27th. So now, let's hear from Starla about overview and gameplay.
In Draft and Write Records, players will be drafting cards from their hand and writing these details on their band sheets. They will try to create harmonies in and between different sections to trigger connected rewards. Each round is divided into two phases, the week phase and the weekend phase. During the week phase, players hire band members, they rehearse, go on tour, or anything they can to make their band successful. After a busy week, players go into the weekend phase, where they spend time checking to see if they have achieved any of their goals. There are 3 ways to trigger the end of the game. 1, by recording your 6 gold cards VP. 2, by checking off the last space of the fail section. Or 3, by filling all band positions in the band section. The player with the highest score is the chart topper and wins the game. Draft and Write Records.
Yes. Now, let me tell you, family, it's a very interesting game.
It is.
It really, all of the roll and writes and all the other stuff that you got out there, this is pretty interesting.
It is. Now, I always say I'm not a fan of roll and write.
She's not.
But this is not a roll and write.
No.
It is a draft and write.
Yes, you take your cards and you have 5 cards in your hand. And they represent the days of the week that your band is doing things, Monday through Thursday, because Friday you gotta rest. Now, I don't know about real band members, because band, you gotta be working on Friday.
Yes,
but
you work on Friday.
In this game, you're resting on Friday. So you're gonna be picking out of the 5 cards, just 4, and basically after you pick your card and you play your card, you pass it on to the next player. Yep. So that's very interesting.
And you write down stuff on your sheet.
Yep, you got
a little
sheet
band
here.
sheet here.
Yeah.
And you got all the things you write down. You have your band members you've got to draft.
Yes.
You've got different touring spots you can go to. So very thematic.
Very dramatic.
Very well thought out.
Thematic.
And for me, it's really important because I used to sing in bands.
Yes, you was.
So a lot of the stuff hit home for me.
Yes.
Because we did a lot of those things. Building your band members and getting your crew and figuring out where you're going to tour and hopefully trying to get on somebody's radio show or someone's talk show. I did that. And so they really thought it all out.
And you said it really resonated with you.
It did. It resonated with me.
Yeah.
It hit home. And I was like, wow, they covered everything. They really thought about what they wanted to put into this game.
Yes. And I mean, it really came together. Like you want your band, you got to hire your band members and make sure that they harmonize with the different colors that come around it. I mean, it's so interesting. Now, family, we did our band names because you got to give your band a name.
You got to name your band.
And Starla, what was your name of your band?
Well, after a lot of thought and consideration, I came up with Starstruck.
And she's beat me a couple times at this, and I was like, man, but my name.
And that's where you lost.
Probably so.
The name was bad.
My name was Love Lust. Yes.
Yeah, nobody wants to hear you guys.
That's sexy.
Nobody wants to hear you.
I know, nobody wants to hear me.
One of your problems was it took you forever to get a lead singer.
I know it. I couldn't find a lead singer. I was basically just an instrumental band.
And that's why nobody came to hear you.
Nobody wanted to come here.
And that's why you lost.
And I had to find, and then I got some rock and roll lead singer. I'm like, come on.
Well, see, I worked on that. I got my lead singer. That was like one of the first people I got in my band. And then we worked around the lead singer. So you got to have a purpose, and there's a method to the madness.
Oh my Lord. There we go. But I just had to find some stuff. And then when you're almost finished with your band, because once you get all the band members, it basically stops. So I was like, oh man, I gotta get some band members and stuff. I had to get some backstage staff and some production staff. I had to find everybody to try to keep up with Starla. But it's a really interesting thing.
And I like the way they did the touring as well, because you start off in the garage, and then maybe you go to the park, or maybe you go to a bar, and those kind of things happen.
You try to go all the way up,
all the way up to the bigger venues.
The big venues.
And I have to confess, I've done those things. I've sung in somebody's garage. I've sung at a park. I've sung at a bar. So I've done all
you did.
those
So
things.
it really resonated. So it almost like they kind of did it kind of right.
I think they did it right. I think they really thought it out. I know there had to be some musicians working on this to get all these details the way they did, and it's just a really solid production. Well done.
Yeah, and for the writing part, it's really well done. Now, what we do, family, it's supposed to be everybody do it at the same time. We kind of go one by one just to check and see what's going on, just to see how exciting, how you putting together your band. So that's how we do it. That's how we do it.
For us, it's always good, especially when you're learning a new game. To make sure that your partner is doing, your opponent is doing the right thing, and then that opponent can check you and say, wait a minute, I think you're supposed to put that here, and that kind of helped us learn the game. So the second time we played it, we knew what we were doing.
So we were laughing and stuff. It was good. Because I think I'm gonna have to find sexual chocolate. But I don't think these folk know what's going on with sexual chocolate. Some of y'all like, no. But sexual chocolate is from Coming to America, and that was the musician and the band that was on, one of the sections, one of the movie scenes in that. So it was really cool. It was really cool.
That's not going to help you. Starstruck is still going to win.
Probably not going to help me.
Yeah, Starstruck's going to win, so you can forget that. But interesting game if you're into music, or you really like, rolling rights. This drafting right is something that may be interesting to you. So like my husband just said, be sure to check it out. Go to the Kickstarter page and see if it's something you'll enjoy.
And it's definitely it's up to 6 players. So it's really a good party game, kind of sorta, but you got to think about things. You really got to think, and you got to strategize, and that's really good about it.
Exactly.
That's really good. So it's not just something just to throw it together. You really got to know, got to see what's going on, so you can really maximize your points and win the game. And Starla, that's it.
That's it.
Yep, that's it. That's Draft and Write Records. There you go. Now, Starla, where can they find OFPG out here trying to make records and make some tapes and stuff and see what's going on?
Well, if you're looking for Our Family Plays Games, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and right here on YouTube. Right here.
Now, family, thank you so much for coming in and checking out our preview of Draft and Write Records. And definitely, again, check it out on your own, and it's coming to Kickstarter on September 27th. Now, keep coming with your questions and your comments and all that, because we love seeing them. But there's one thing we want you to always know. We love you.
Bye y'all.